Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing my Sailor Saturn inspired makeup from my Sailor Moon series, and this was a request by Christina Izzo, and I definitely agree that Sailor Saturn was always very underrated and she's incredibly powerful. She was always one of my favorites. I've already done Sailor Moon. This one was another one of my favorites, and I still haven't done my other favorite. You can guess what that is, and if you'd like to see your comment featured on my next video, then let me know in the comments below which Sailor you would like me to do next. But if you want to see how I got this entire look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so as you can see, I already went ahead and did one eye. For my brows, I used the Kiko Precision Eyebrow Pencil, and I'm going to prime my lid with the Kiko Neutral Eye Base. So Sailor Saturn has a pretty major purple look, and she also has some black on her outfit. Her hair is super dark, and I would also add a little bit of silver from her weapon. And for this look, I'm using the Morphe 39S, and I'm starting with the shade Grape Mines. So I'm using this one to do kind of a transition, and then I'll also drag it out. Now on my crease, I'm taking the shade Make It Rain, and I'm basically doing the same thing but lower. I am building up on my crease and dragging it out, also taking it a little bit on the outer corner. And just going back with the brush I used before to blend the edge. Okay, and now I'm going to add a little bit of depth, mostly on the outer corner, but I'm also going to take it on the crease. And for that I'm using the shade Rocks On. And this has a little bit of glitter, but those are really small, and when you tap off the excess, most of them fall off. But actually the glittery bits also look really nicely on this look. Going back with the previous brush, again to blend the edge of it. And so far it's looking very dark, but I feel like once I add the cut crease part, it will feel like it matches better. So I'm going to do the cut crease now, and I'm doing it till like where the part of my iris ends, and then just tapping it a little bit on the outside part. I'm using the Primark My Perfect Color Creamy Concealer, but I'm just going to do that off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's the cut crease done, and now I'm going to start filling it in from the outer part to the inner part. And if you can hear a little noise like that, that's my dog, and she's sleeping next to me. She's so cute. So on the outer part I'm taking the shade Amethyst Awe, And I'm really packing this on the center, and then I'm going to blend it out. So on this outer part, I am dragging it out a little bit, and I'm also taking again a little bit of the Rocks On shade to blend on top of it. And to cover this inner part and blend a little bit on top of the purple, I'm taking the shade Lavender that is actually creating a little bit of a hard pan. It's probably because my brush has a little bit of the concealer, but I can still make it work. But I actually feel like this shade is sticking a little bit more to the brush than to the concealer on my eye. So that's just kind of a consideration to take on this palette. I have done my first impressions on my last video. But I still feel like I can build it up really nicely. So then I'm also taking this one a little bit on top of the purple, like I did with the purple and the black. And now on this kind of outside half, I'm going to take my finger and I'm using a little bit of the shade Dazzle, mostly for the glitter that this shade has. So I'm just pressing it on the transition between the purple and the black. I feel like this definitely adds something really nice. And I don't know, I kind of feel like this more glittery part also reminds me a little bit of Sailor Saturn. And now to give a more wet look to the lid, I'm using one of the middle shades. I'm using the shade Total Golds. And I'm also applying it with my fingers, so just pressing it on top. This gives a really nice wet look. It doesn't make a huge difference, but I feel like it makes it a lot better. And I'm also going to be highlighting my brow bone now. And for that I'm using Take the Crown. So I'm just taking a little bit for my brow bone because this is very metallic and I just want a more subtle look. And this is kind of that silver from the weapon that she has. Also cleaning up a little bit of fallout, mostly from the dark purple and black. So I'm also going to be adding, like I did on this side, a wing liner. I'm using the Kiko Lip Melons eyeliner, that is a felt tip pen. And for my mascara, I'm using the OM Lashes High Definition from Primark. Okay, so that is the eye look almost finished, and I'm going to do my base off camera because it doesn't really matter for this type of looks. I'm going to be using the Primark Vitamin Primer, also from Primark the Perfect Finish Foundation, and a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible Modern Concealer. And for powder, I'm using both the Kiko Invisible Touch and also a little bit of the Revolution Pro Skin Finish, so I'll be right back. Okay, so my base is all done, and now for bronzer. I want a more subtle bronzer because Sailor Saturn has a little bit of a goth look. So I'm using the Revolution Reloaded in the shade Take a Vacation. So just a little bit bronzed, nothing too much. And for blush, I want something a little bit pink to go with the eye look. So I'm also using one from the Revolution Reloaded, and this one is in the shade Ballerina. But I'm taking kind of a light hand. I want it pink, but a little bit on the subtle side. For my highlighter, I'm using the Soft X Revolution highlighter palette. And because I don't have many chances to use it, I'm going to use the purple highlighter. And on the skin, this definitely feels like a very cool toned highlighter. So now to finish the lower lash line, I'm doing basically the same thing I did on top. I'm using Make It Rain very close to the lashes, blended with Grape Mines, and I'm also using Rocks On closer to the outer corner. And for the inner corner, I'm taking again Take the Crown. I feel like this is definitely the touch of silver that this look needs. Okay, and to finish the eyes, I'm using black on my waterline. I'm using the Kiko Everlasting Kajal, and I'm using again the mascara. Finally, for my lips, because the eyes are already very colorful, I didn't want something very dark, but I wanted something in the sort of similar tones. So I'm using the Revolution Pout Bomb Gloss in the shade Sauce. So yeah, I feel like a gloss goes really well with Sailor Saturn. Maybe even a more purple but sheer gloss would also go really nice. And I'm just setting this look with the Primark Fix and Perfect. Okay, and this is the finished look. Let me give you a close-up of the eyes. I really like how the eyes turned out. I don't think I've ever done something so purple and dramatic and also kind of glittery at the same time. I definitely like it, and I definitely feel like this reminds me of the outfit that Sailor Saturn wears. And I also really like the combination of the eye look with the gloss. So overall, I am quite happy with how this look turned out. If you also liked it, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. It helps me so much. And again, let me know in the comments down below which Sailor you would like me to do next. I am going to be doing Sailor Mercury because I already have a request for that one, but I still have a lot of them to do. I'll also be leaving on the side the playlist for the Sailor Moon series, so you can see the looks I've done already. And if you'd like to follow this series, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos every Monday and Thursday. And that is everything for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.